second by Councilmember Knapp. All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Hearing none, that motion is carried. Next on the agenda is an offering of prayer by Vice Mayor Lauren Smallwood, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance. Please stand if you are able.
Good evening. Let us pause for a moment of reflection. As we gather here this evening at the beginning of a new season, we are reminded that spring brings renewal, growth, and the promise of fresh beginnings. Just as the earth awakens, may we also renew our commitment to serve with purpose, integrity, and care. May we approach tonight with open minds and steady hearts. Help us to plant seeds of thoughtful decisions, knowing they will shape the future of our community for generations to come. Give us the patience to listen, the wisdom to discern, and the courage to act in ways that uplift all people. During this month of Women's History, we also take a moment to recognize and honor the countless women, past and present, whose leadership, strength, and vision have helped build and sustain our communities. May their example inspire us to lead with compassion, resilience, and a deep sense of responsibility to one another. With gratitude for the opportunity to serve, let us begin this evening. Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. Before we do special presentations, I believe Councilmember Knapp wants to welcome and mention a couple of our special guests that we have here this evening.
Thank you, Mayor. 2 weeks ago, the troop leader from Girl Scout Troop 4903 here in Hamilton called me. He and his troop and the team members that assist him in working with the young ladies from Girl Scout Troop 4903 are here tonight in the back of the room. We created a special certificate for each one of the young ladies, signed by all members of council, to welcome them as young people that are members of our community who are doing work. At about 5:30 or so, Scout Leader Chris sent me 4 pictures that I'll share with council after we finish our meeting tonight, but about a cleanup that they did out at the end of North Washington Boulevard here in Hamilton on a rainy day. And they were all out picking up trash and grabbing things from the roadways and the sideways and the park area out at the end of North Washington. So young ladies, welcome. We're glad you're with us tonight and able to take in a council meeting and see what we do, but you're always welcome to come back and join us anytime you can. Scout Leader Chris, thanks for bringing everybody.
Why don't we have them stand up? Are they here? Can they raise their
They
hand?
are
Like way in the back.
All right. And waving.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor.
And they'll get their certificates from you at some point.
Already have.
Already have. Okay. Special presentations. We're going to go a little bit out of order and have Peggy Bangy come on up here. I want all council to be down there with her, if that's okay. Do you want Ray to come up here or not?
It's okay. The kids are back there too.
Okay. This is bittersweet. I'll tell you that right now. I cannot think of anybody whose passion for this city, passion for your fellow city team members exceeds yours, what you have had. And, you know, she has been given a lot of different jobs within this city. Only a couple of them are mentioned in here. But whatever she's done, she has scored a touchdown each and every time. But the one that probably impacted everybody in this room was her work with 17 Strong. Whether it was a neighborhood that you're familiar with that she worked on swinging a hammer, or whether it was a special event, whether it be the summit, whether it be, my gosh, River's Edge. I bet you everybody's been to River's Edge, and you probably got banded by her or You saw her smile every time, though. There's no doubt about that. So, Peggy, this is bittersweet because we're all so happy that you get a chance to really go out there, enjoy life. But you probably enjoy some of the things that you did.
Yes, definitely.
I mean, all right, I'm going to read this, and it's kind of where we have all of council down here, but you have really touched all of council's hearts just by just being you, okay? There's a lot of words to this. So if you want to get a chair, we'll pull up a chair. Also, the mayor proclamation. Whereas Hamilton City Council and City Administration would like to recognize and honor Peggy Bangy upon her retirement, celebrating a distinguished career of over 20 years spanning multiple departments, including utility operations, economic development, and the Department of Neighborhoods. And whereas, prior to working in the Department of Neighborhoods, Peggy was a project manager, one major project being a manager of the city's role in the Butler County Land Bank program, which laid the foundation for the Build Back the Block program. And whereas the Department of Neighborhoods, Peggy has managed hundreds of micro-grant and nano-grant projects, working closely with residents, including young students, to empower them to improve their neighborhoods and recognize their ability to make a difference. And whereas Peggy is a founding member and leader of the city's Green Team, organizing monthly volunteer efforts for over 13 years to beautify Hamilton from April through October, and continuing to support additional community cleanup efforts that have resulted in the removal of tons of waste from the city of Hamilton. And whereas her leadership, dedication, and willingness to serve have extended beyond her formal roles. All of us who have worked with her know that she may have a paragraph of what her job responsibilities are, but that is soon out the window, and whatever needs to be done is what gets done. That's not in here, I just said that. Is that okay? That's all true, isn't it? I know it's true. Okay. Whereas her leadership, dedication, and willingness to serve have extended beyond her formal roles, as she has consistently stepped up to meet the needs of the city, including coordinating volunteers for River's Edge events, often during evenings and weekends, and maintaining that commitment throughout her career. And whereas Peggy has built a strong relationship with the Hamilton City School District through her advocacy and support of the Caring Closet, as well as through 17 strong nano grants and student-led cleanups, which led to her being named Grand Marshal of the 2025 Homecoming Parade. And whereas her services earned her 2 public service awards, Passion for Hamilton in 2017 and Inclusion 2021, as well as being the Hero of Hope Award from the Salvation Army for 15 years of service with the Angel Tree program, which provides gifts and the joy of Christmas morning for hundreds of thousands of children across the county each year. Whereas after years of volunteering and joining the Caring Closet Board in 2020, Peggy spearheaded the first city employee-sponsored annual shoe drive, which by 2025 reached a record of 328 pairs of shoes donated, many of which Peggy herself purchased through donated funds. And that helped our students here in the city of Hamilton. I'm out of space, but I do want to say, now therefore I, Pat Mueller, really, we're out of space. Now therefore I, Pat Mueller, Mayor of the City of Hamilton, Ohio, along with the members of Hamilton City Council, do hereby recognize, honor, and express sincere appreciation to Peggy Bangy for her remarkable service to the City of Hamilton and for exemplifying the true spirit of servant leadership in our community. Let's hear it for Peggy Bangy. Let's have a few words from Peggy Bangy, okay? All right, Peggy, please give us some wisdom here now.
Okay, I don't know about wisdom, but I look around this room, and I know most of you are here tonight for the Hamilton High quiz group, and that's cool. That's okay. But I do recognize a lot of 17 strong people that are here, a lot of coworkers that have made such a difference in my 20 years here, and I would be remiss if I did not honor my group, my current neighborhoods group, Liz Hayden, our leader, Sarah Silva, and Adriana, and Bob is in the back. Thank you so much. Thanks for making these last 6 years so much fun in neighborhoods. And then for everybody else, thank you, and I look forward to the new chapter. Thanks.
Okay. You're starting to make us cry a little bit. You know that, don't you? And I see somebody out there now who's... That's okay. Anybody else want to talk about Peggy? few words, if you can? Good.
Well, we don't have enough time to say it all, but I will just say that since I've been on council, Peggy has been my go-to. It doesn't matter what for, Peggy's there for me. And I just left a committee meeting of 17 strong. And as we're planning for the coming weeks and months of summer, and it's so busy, and the question was, all right, who's going to take that? Peggy. Oh, no, not Peggy. And, well, who could take that? Peggy. No, not Peggy, because Peggy did it all. Peggy was there. Who's going to drive the cube? Peggy. If you've ever seen the big green cube, Peggy can drive and pull that cube. She was everywhere. And you can't be replaced by one or two or three. It's going to take dozens of us to fill in the gaps of Peggy. So I just want to thank you on behalf of course, 17 Strong, but myself personally, you have just been amazing, and I'll miss you.
Thank you.
Go ahead, Joe.
Peggy, thank you for everything that you have done. You've made it very difficult to replace you. Someone may do it as well as you, but no one will do it better than you. We're so thankful for everything you've done. Personally, I appreciate you. You have led with such class, such composure, and at times when I see you down and working in neighborhoods that sometimes are difficult, and there's situations that come up that you take care of and handle and clean up situations. Thank you for everything you've done, and especially in those neighborhoods that need it the most. You are a special human being, and I'm very confident that you'll still be around.
I've had the opportunity of friendship with the Bangy family and with Peggy and Ray and their children. I've been to weddings. We've laughed. We've cried. Peggy, one of the words that Pat used in the proclamation was her leadership and her skills and things. And as he said, we ran out of room in the proclamation of all of the things that Peggy, and out of her friendship with everybody here, we talk about the 650 plus team members in the city. And Peggy's been that Swiss Army knife team member to be able to pivot and do things in the city that we said, Peggy, can you do this? Yes, I will. And it was never a no, I can't, or I'll think about it. Yes, I will. So it was the fortitude and the strength, and now her capabilities to be able to enjoy life with her family and her children and her grandchildren, to be able to travel and do things that she's really not been able to do in things. So as she evolves now, as she said, in her next steps and things like that, she said to me a couple of weeks ago, Tim, I'll still come back and volunteer. So that volunteerism is still part of what Peggy continues to contribute to our city. And we just can't congratulate you and thank you enough, Peggy. You're welcome.
Well, Peggy, I tell you, when you first get elected to council, there's 600 plus people, as you say, you have to try to get to know. And you're one of the first ones I noticed. You were everywhere, and it was just, I would always say, what does she do? What does she do? She's always here doing stuff, but you stood out in front of all these employees and stuff, and I always did appreciate what you do. Saw you every time like everybody says, just ditto what everybody says. Every time you go out there, there's Peggy. She's out there doing something. It doesn't matter, and I think that's just, for the city of Hamilton needs to notice the dedication that you had, that there's how much you loved what you did. I mean, and the city needs to realize that you were just a very important part. And I don't know how to get to know you as much, I've been here going on my 7th year, but you've always been friendly. The smile has always been there, and I appreciate everything you've done. And I know you're going to be back, and I wish you well. And I hope you get everything you want in life, because you sure worked for it. Thank you. All right.
Peggy, congratulations to you. I echo what all of the sentiments were from my colleagues here. You truly just totally encapsulate what it means to be a Hamiltonian, what it means to be dedicated to not only your neighborhood, but beyond. I find you to be such a mentor, such a guiding light. Your spirit is so inspirational because you always show up everywhere with a smile, and I don't know how you do that all the time. The Smallwoods truly appreciate you, and I'm sure we'll see you around the neighborhood.
All right. Give it up for public servant number 1, Peggy Bangy. Okay, next on special presentations is this group called the Hamilton High School Quiz Team. So guys, come on up here, and bring Matt up here too. Looks like you guys are, and young lady, you're ready to rumble up here. Why don't you stand here and tell us a little bit about them, if you would. I'm going to stand over here.
Sure.
All right, now make room. You can go either side of the vice mayor if you want to.
Oh. Welcome back to Nicolette. Nicolette was at our last meeting with the Boys and Girls Club. Well, it is our honor to welcome Hamilton High School's academic quiz team. Recognizing this group of students, they represent the very best of Hamilton. Their curiosity, dedication, academic excellence. They show us what success is not only measured on the field or on the court, but also in the classroom and just through their knowledge. So they compete at a high level. They demonstrate quick thinking, teamwork, and deep knowledge across many subjects that I know Mr. Nickel, their advisor, will talk about. They are mastering skills that will serve them for life, right? So critical thinking, collaboration, and that confidence under pressure. The Hamilton City Schools continues to provide opportunities where students can discover their strengths and shine in different ways. Mr. Nickel, thank you for joining us. I'm going to turn it over to him so that he can introduce his academic quiz team members that are with us tonight and talk about your success.
Okay, all right. The Big Blue Academic Quiz Team has had 3 straight really good years. 2 years ago, they were 15-3, won the GMC tournament. Well, actually, were runner-up in the GMC tournament, got an automatic bid to regionals. Last year, they were 16-2. Improved on that, made regionals, and were 6th place out of 15 teams, and we were, a couple teams away from making state. So that was good. And then this year, they were 14-4. We've had 3 straight years of sustained success. The only GMC teams that have beaten Big Blue are Mason and Fairfield. And Fairfield were pretty evenly matched. It's like, we beat them last year, they beat us this year, we split a couple years ago. They seem to be, and we have a friendly rivalry with them. But we have great leadership. They get together at True West starting 3 years ago. They were challenged after actually 3 seasons ago that, if you guys can work hard outside of school and, then come back in the fall. They came back in the fall and blew me away with what they knew. And that success is carried on. I mean, really what I do is a lot easier because of the fact that they've worked hard, and it helps me put them in a better position to succeed. So we have 4 juniors and 3 seniors here, and we have Nicolette A1 Ramirez, and she is a junior. We have Jordan Nash, he's a senior. We have Jude Cox, junior. Malachi Hamlin, junior. We've got Liam Steele, senior. And Liam was league MVP last year and first team for 3 straight years. So that's awesome. We have Oscar Rivera, and he's a junior. And we've got Jet Phillips. Jet just got accepted to MIT. Sharp dude. And I've been trying to get this dude to play quiz team since he was a freshman, and he finally did, and he's really good. So, these guys are awesome, and they just keep working hard and keep blowing me away. And we've got some pretty good juniors. I think we're going to have sustained success, and that's the goal of the program. You got to have good student leadership and just the commitment, and they do.
So my name is Liam Steele, and I have been a member of the quiz team all 4 years of high school, and I've been the captain the past 2 years. When we started practicing at True West, something that we thought of is success is always attainable for those who try. no matter what our circumstances may be in life, no matter how much time we have, no matter the group we have, and no matter who is there, as long as we show up to what we do and we look at every opportunity as a growing opportunity, we will get better. And I think that is the true value that has, collaborated to the success. Ambition, passion, and always staying together, being a great team and being a great group of kids is the primary lesson that I have learned from Quiz Team over the years.
I'll do a shameless plug for Jet Phillips because he is in the running, right, to be the Student of the Week for Cincinnati Enquirer. So if you go to the Hamilton City School District Facebook page,
Vote.
there are directions on there. You can vote for Jet so that he is able to win that. And it goes until Friday, right? Yep. So last I checked, you were, I didn't want to say it out loud. Okay. Yeah, well, congratulations to you, Jet, and to the academic quiz team. We thank you all for being here. Anybody else want to say anything before we try to turn it over to see if Mr. Lauer and I are able to answer questions faster than you guys? No? All right.
All right. All right, this is a friendly competition. 2 or 3 years ago, this captain and somebody else and your team just kicked our butt. Now, these guys are going to try, Captain, and we'll see what happens. So right now, it's going to be Vice Mayor Smallwood and Councilmember Lauer are going to be on one team, okay? I think you got 2 people as well, you and Jet. All righty. So the rest of you folks sit down. We don't want this to be, anybody get hurt up here. All right. All righty. We're going to have 2 microphones, I believe. Is that correct? You got that microphone? All righty.
I tried studying last night.
All right. I'm going to give this to you. I'm going to keep my voice up, though. So Cole Sexton over here is going to read the questions. There's a total of 4 questions. And America 250 is kind of like the theme of this. America 250 Ohio. So Cole's going to read the question. Right, Cole? Mm-hmm. All right. Daniel's going to kind of keep an eye on who raises their hand. So do a combination of raise the hand. Don't yell too loud. Let's just see what happens in the rematch. This is like MMA quiz number 2. So, if you're ready to start reading, you're going to put it on the screen, and you folks have to raise your hand and just say something, okay? So, question number 1, you ready?
Ready.
All right.
Question number 1. What was the name of the only Revolutionary War fort built in Ohio?
Got a hand up for Hamilton?
Fort Hamilton?
Incorrect.
Fort Laramie.
Incorrect.
Anybody else?
It's on the screen, Jet. What was the name of the Revolutionary War built in Ohio?
Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right.
The correct answer was Fort Lawrence.
Laurens.
That's close.
We all knew that one.
Hey,
All right.
You had the L.
I have a feeling I won't get another L here.
Question number 2. Start Cole.
What Ohio City cemetery has more Revolutionary War officers than any other cemetery across the nation?
Butler County Memorial Cemetery.
What Ohio City?
Trenton.
Incorrect. I will give a hint.
Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, we need it.
A Hamilton man played baseball in this city.
Fairfield?
Incorrect.
Hamilton.
Incorrect.
Middletown.
Incorrect.
Okay, come on, man. Go back. Okay. 5. I know. Go real slow. 4,
Ross?
Incorrect.
3,
Oxford.
Incorrect.
What's before that?
2,
What's the
1.
Dartown.
Oh,
Both incorrect. She did.
What? Walter Alston?
Marietta was the correct answer.
Wow.
The key is Revolutionary War officers that are buried. Okay.
Tricksters.
Question 3.
Question
Stumped
three.
you
Ready?
again.
Question 3. All
We
right.
automatically win if they don't get it.
Yeah.
I
Well,
think we need something on this. We need milkshakes or something. Flub's milkshakes if we win.
Maybe for the Dilly Double we'll do that.
Third
Number
question.
3. You ready?
Which
Question
president?
3? Okay.
Which president from Ohio also served as a United States Supreme Court Chief Justice?
Hamilton?
Who is William Howard Taft?
Correct.
Hey.
Oh, good one.
All right. This number 4 question is an actual number answer. So whoever closest to the number will win.
Fourth
You have
question.
to do the math on this, though. But the question is,
Our daily double. How many Revolutionary War soldiers are buried in Butler County?
you got a number. You got, okay, I'll tell you what, this is going to be on one number. You got to price this right. Type number. So that closest one wins. And you can go over, but you know.
Yep.
And Wes, which number you got? What number do you have?
Where we have it?
What number do you have in your mind?
200.
We're going to go 201.
Well, that was a very bad idea. Hamilton gets it.
Refrigerator, right?
Hamilton gets it. The correct answer is 86.
Okay, don't.
All right.
I think we all learned something this evening.
So it's 1 Hamilton. Two. You got 200 in there, so it's 2 Hamilton. High school. 2 Hamilton City Council. Try. I'll tell you what, I mean, I know I learned something with these questions, and throughout this year, please look up these type of things. They actually had a quiz contest up in Columbus about Ohio history during the war years and stuff. So, all right, that's all we've got. There will be a rematch, but Captain, you're graduating, right?
Indeed, I am.
And MIT, you're graduating too, aren't you? We might do better next time. A round of applause for all of these people.
Let's get you some good certificates from Flub.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Thank you for your leadership and all this. Thank you. All right.
Well, that was fun.
Licking your wounds.
Yeah. That wasn't televised or anything, was it?
Okay. Our third actual special presentation is one that I look forward to every year. I think we all look forward to it every year. Street Spark 2026 Mural Program Update. Jennifer Akes Smith.
Hello, thank you. Those are tough acts to follow, but I will try. My name's Jen Akes Smith, and I'm the program manager for Street Spark. Thank you. And it is the 10-year anniversary of Street Spark, and I think that the 4 designs that we have selected are really going to do justice to that milestone. So I'm excited to show you guys. I'm going to talk just briefly about our goals and what our selection process looks like, and then we will look at the sites and the designs. So our program goals are to showcase the creativity and vision of artists through high-quality mural designs, to present a diversity of artistic styles and perspectives throughout Hamilton, to increase the visibility of the arts in Hamilton, to give jobs to local working artists, to attract more residents, visitors, and businesses to the Hamilton area. And for our selection process, we had a call to artists we put out for qualifications at the end of 2025. We had 2 mural sites, and we've got 2 utility boxes. And we selected 3 semifinal artists for each of those sites to be commissioned to create designs for us. The selection committee scored the designs. They used the criteria of excellence in execution and artistic skill, creative and original concepts, a design that enhances the community's character and sense of place, and one that is a good fit for the location and its unique goals. And then the selection committee got together and met to discuss the designs and to make recommendations for the final murals. So we're going to start with the utility boxes. This is our first site. This is a very visible location. It's located on High Street. It's in the heart of downtown Hamilton, near Journal Square and the American Cape sculpture. As the city's historic and geographic center, this high-traffic corridor serves as a prominent canvas to showcase the district's growing creative energy and evolving urban identity. So here is our before. And here is our design that we chose for this site. This is titled Busy as a Bee, and it is by artist Melissa Peterson. Busy as a Bee celebrates the fruits of labor and the transformation Hamilton has undergone over the past 15 years. Featuring a bee framed in stylized florals, the design embodies the idea that growth and abundance stem from passionate toil. It is a tribute to the belief that when we pour love into our work, it provides beauty and enjoyment for the entire community. This mural utilizes the symbolism of the hive and flowers to represent renewal, resilience, and Hamilton's ongoing revitalization. The color palette and style are drawn from Scandinavian folk art and add a sense of warmth, heritage, and timeless storytelling to the city streets. Located in a bustling center of commerce, the mural offers a nurturing presence, reminding every passerby that Hamilton continues to bloom through creativity and collective effort. And this is our second utility box. This is an electric box. It's quite a bit larger than most of the utility boxes that you see. This is located over on South 2nd Street. It's across from Rise Fit and Household Books. And it's surrounded by new residential and retail growth. It offers high visibility to residents and visitors alike. And to note, this box was designed by a student in Paul Lowley's class at Hamilton High School. He has a public art class there. All of the students in his class submitted designs for this, and we actually walked through the selection process and looked at all of those and kind of gave them an idea of how, a lot of times public art is selected. And we chose one artist. She's a senior. Here's our before picture. And this is her design. It is kind of hard to see up there still, isn't it? It's called Music for All, and it's by Michaela Wright. Oh, gosh, I'm going to get the pronunciation. Michaela, let me get her last name. Reinersman, Michaela Reinersman. And this utility box design celebrates music as a universal language, an influential outlet for emotion, storytelling, and cultural identity. By visualizing sound through rhythmic waves and vibrations, the artwork illustrates that music is an immersive experience meant for everyone, regardless of how it is perceived. The design features a vibrant array of instruments and equipment, including violins, speakers, and DJ boards, alongside figures like deaf song artist Sean Forbes. This mural provides a unique insight into how music transcends hearing to become a felt, visual, and shared art form. Placed in the heart of the community, this piece invites passerby to appreciate the diverse perspectives and creative expressions that shape our collective way of life. Okay, and our mural sites. This is our first mural site. This is located at 990 Main Street. It's at Pfefferly Tire and Auto Service. Located along Main Street, one of Hamilton's busiest east-west corridors, this site sits at a crossroads of historic storefronts, local eateries, and essential services. As a key gateway to downtown, the area benefits from heavy vehicle traffic, steady pedestrian activity, including families and students from nearby Highland Elementary. And this is our before. And here is our design that we've chosen. This is called Convergence, and it is by artist Brett Tachi. Convergence symbolizes the vital connections formed through one of Hamilton's most central arteries, Main Street. Inspired by the playful spirit of mid-century modern illustration, the radial design unfolds into a series of vignettes celebrating local landmarks and culture, anchored by a shared focal point. There are nods to neighborhoods along Maine, like Rossville, Highland Park, Milliken Woods, and more. The mural highlights the many threads that bring our communities together. From iconic sculptures to local architectural history, and even Hamilton's love of classic cars, there's something for everyone. When was the last time you looked at where you live with a childlike sense of wonder? My hope is that Convergence encourages viewers to reflect on what makes Hamilton special to them, whether it be a familiar place or something new still waiting to be discovered. And our final site, this is located at 720 Maple Avenue, and this building is adjacent to the Meyer Brothers and Sons location. It's at the key entrance to Hamilton. This building occupies a site central to the city's evolution from a 19th century canal basin and railroad depot to its 2023 restoration as a modern design build hub. This revitalization mirrors the spirit of the surrounding Jefferson neighborhood, an area that transformed from an industrial Italian enclave into a vibrant, diverse community defined by its Hispanic heritage and strong local identity. And this is the design that we have chosen. Let's see. This one is titled Sparks of Labor. Rooted in the city's industrial history, Sparks of Labor is a tribute to the hands that built Hamilton, where heat, pressure, and precision transform raw materials into something lasting. This mural draws inspiration from steel, paper mill, and rail work. Sparks move throughout the composition, echoing the energy of that process and the intensity of manual labor. At its core are the people. Worn hands and figures from different backgrounds reflect a shared dedication to craft, resilience, and pride in their work. Behind them, layers of gears, maps, and blueprints reveal the structure and intention behind building a city and creating something by hand. This piece honors the labor, the process, and the small, powerful moments. It is the community that continues to spark the true spirit of Hamilton, Ohio. Thank you. Those are our 4 designs. They're going to be painted this summer. I hope you enjoy seeing them all come to life, and I thank you for your support for the program. Thank you.
Thank you, Jennifer. That takes care of our special presentations. We now go to audience of citizens. Individuals who wish to speak may make comments at this part of the agenda, or they may reserve the right to speak when that item is up for a vote on the council floor. Individuals who wish to address City Council are required to sign this blue public speaking book. Each speaker is allowed up to 5 minutes. We have 3 people who signed the book. First off, John, wanting to come talk to us about the mask coming up tournament in Fairfield?
Yes.
At the
So my name is John Harmon. I'm a 50-year resident of Fairfield, Ohio. I now live in Westchester. I'm a current board member of the Fairfield Optimist Club, and for the last innumerable years, I've been on the steering committee for the Mid-American Soccer Classic, which is coming up April 10th, 11th, and 12th, played primarily at Joyce Park and the Fairfield Optimist Complex on Joe Nuxall Way. In 2025, we had 62 divisions and about 408 teams. Weather was terrible. Approximately 4 inches of rain fell over the weekend, but we didn't have any lightning, so we played. For the first time in a couple of years, we had teams from Michigan, New York, and even Canada. They were very leery as they drove in because they could see the weather reports and the forecast, but we played. The fields held up well, though we did have to shut down a couple on Sunday and shift some games around, but we played. Then comments came in on our website and social media sources. A few were negative, postulating that we should have canceled the tournament, but the overwhelming majority were very positive, particularly from the out-of-town teams who had to travel in. They were happy that we played. happy that they drove for hours and the tournament was held and not canceled because we played. I think one very positive example would be a group that came in from Michigan. They sent several teams last year. This year they are sending 30 teams and would send more if we had room for them because they know we're going to play. There were 4 other tournaments in the general area, Dayton, Columbus, VOA, and another location in the greater Cincinnati area. All those were canceled. We played, and we're going to play this year. The only thing that stops us is lightning, which we can't control, and all that does is delay us. Numbers for 2026, 442 teams, which is about a 10% growth, 72 divisions, 54 fields. Just counting the players, that's 8,000 kids from ages 8 through 19. We'll be using fields at the Optimus Complex, Joyce Park, Fairfield High School, Fairfield Youth Football on Grow Lane, and there also will be several fields over at Ross High School. Teams from 7 states will be participating this year. Butler County Visitors Bureau estimates the economic impact once we add 16,000 adults to our 8,000 kids, and that's a low number on the adults. The impact is going to be somewhere in the range of $2.3 million of direct impact and $3.5 million in total impact. Games will start for local teams on Friday evening at Joyce and Optimus, with play at all locations all day Saturday and Sunday morning. Then on Sunday afternoon, we switch to just championship games played primarily at the Optimist and at Joyce Park. One of the things that I do in the tournament, and one of my great pleasures, is to be in charge of trophies. We're going to give away 2,100 trophies this year to the kids. So it's going to be pretty busy Sunday afternoon. Thank God I won't be the only person putting medals around people's necks. Cooperation from various city departments, both in Fairfield and Hamilton, is integral to what we do. The support we get from the people who run Joyce Park, from the Park Conservancy, and et cetera, from the police and fire departments, are all extremely important to what we do. And it's a testament to the quality of the people that both the cities employ as to how they cooperate in an adventure of this type. So from our organization to those people in both cities, a hearty thank you. In addition to the economic impact, you can imagine what we're going to be doing with a lot of the hotels around town. I can tell you that the Courtyard Marriott and the Well House Hilton are going to be full that weekend with our people playing in that tournament. So thank you very much. If anybody has any questions, I'll try to answer them.
Thank you, John. And I know you have worked, Fairfield City folks have worked with Hamilton City folks to make sure traffic is pretty good going through there.
Yeah, we had some severe problems a couple of years ago due to some specific circumstances. We've worked to realign the traffic pattern.
Right.
We've worked, every year we add to the signage that tells people where to go and where they need to be, where the fields are, where the parking lots are, and et cetera. So we're adding several big signs again this year at both the Optimist and Joyce Park with master field layouts to help people. It's an ongoing program. We meet with the city of Fairfield, who has the primary traffic responsibility, every year to make sure that the entire team is on board to make it happen the best we can do it. Though I will admit, if you're not playing soccer or don't have a kid or a grandkid playing soccer, you might want to stay away from Joyce Park that weekend.
Thank you, John, and good luck with the tournament.
Thank you very much.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes, Mr. Bowen.
I got something to say real quick. First of all, thank you for letting Special Olympics in there too. They enjoy it every year. I don't think you met me, but
Yes.
you probably know my son, Evan.
Yes.
And everybody knows Evan, and we do appreciate that you guys help out a lot with Special Olympics. It helps them out when they're out there selling their bands and everything, so you guys are a big help every year.
One of my greatest pleasures every year, as I mentioned, I do trophies.
Mm-hmm.
We invite the Butler County Special Olympics program on site. They sell wristbands for a donation.
Absolutely.
Their
They do
presence.
real well with it too.
Yes, and they're usually, we put donation jars at the concession stand, hoping that people will put their change from buying a hot dog or a bottle of water in the donation jars. We rely on the soccer organization to provide a lot of volunteers to help with field control and different things and et cetera. One area where we've kind of fallen apart the last couple of years, they're supposed to bring in some of those volunteers to help me give out trophies. The last 3 years, Butler County Special Olympics have been a godsend to me at trophy presentations.
Yep.
We bring the Olympians up. I do a very brief introduction, and then I scurry to the next table to start the next round. And while I've scurried off, the Special Olympians step up and pass out the medals to the teams. And it's, for me, it's a godsend. It's saved me from disaster the last several years in a row. So it's been a great thing. Working with Larry Tischler, who heads up that organization,
great man.
is a blessing.
Yeah.
Larry's slowing down. His body's starting to give out a little
Yes,
bit,
he is.
and he's not exactly going to run laps around the field anymore. But his group of people and the young adults that he works with, very, very helpful. So, you know, if I can beat the drum a little bit more, I know I'm exceeding my 5 minutes a little bit. Coming up a couple of weeks after the mask at the Fairfield Optimist Club on Tuesday, April the 28th, we're inviting down, and this is going to be, I think, the 35th year we've done this, the entirety of Fairfield City Schools special education program. And the kids go to school on their regular buses, and then early morning, about 9 o'clock, they reload on the buses, and they come over to the Optimist Club. We do a lot of activities down there. There's sing-alongs, there's face painting, there's a lot of games going on in the fields and stuff like that. But the big thing is they fish in our lake. We have about 100 little fishing poles, and you can tell the kids who have been there before, because the bus door opens up, they get down, and they make a beeline to where the fishing poles are stored. They grab a pole, and they're down on the lake. We usually have anywhere from 125 to 175 special need kids on site from all ages of the school system. One of the neat things that Fairfield High School does is they bring in 175 seniors to act as big brothers and big sisters for the day. So they're down there with the kids, helping with the fishing and helping with the other things and all the other activities that are going on. With the 175 special needs, 175 seniors, teachers, administrators, assistants, and et cetera, we normally have about 500 people down there. We do serve lunch. It's simple food, ballpark food, hamburgers and hot dogs, and flubs. Bring in flubs for dessert.
Yeah.
We have to keep the kids away until after lunch is served, but, you know, and we try to make sure they only go through the line once, but it doesn't work. But it's a fun time. If anybody from the council or anybody from the city is available to come down and just observe, I think you'll find it's quite an inspiring endeavor down there. So, but thank you.
Thank you, John.
Thank you.
Next, we have Robert Speckert, and recognized you from the Planning Commission. That's on the caucus agenda this evening. Did you want to say a few words?
I don't need to say anything. I just want to make sure you knew I was here.
Okay, in case there were any kind of questions then, right? Okay. Somebody just basically signed like a one-word name. Is there Kennedy here or something like that? Does that sound familiar? Anybody? Anybody else signed the book? Who remembers signing the book? Okay. Accidents are okay here. We're all good. We're all good. Okay, that takes care of audience and citizens.
Nobody noticed.
All right, we now go to the consent agenda. That includes all matters such as all staff reports, caucus reports, meeting minutes, February 2026 financial report, February 2026 investment report. So we're going to go into the committee of the whole, which allows council to hear about these items on the caucus agenda and ask questions, and we're going to be educated by our city professionals. So I'll set the motion that the regular meeting be recessed and the committee of the whole take place.
So moved. Second.
Motion by Councilmember Pullman, second by Councilmember Lauer. All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Hearing none, the motion is carried at 6:54. Mr. City Clerk, please take us through the caucus agenda.
Absolutely. Our first two items will be presented by our Planning Director, Ms. Lauren Nelson.
Good evening, Mayor and members of council. The first item that I'll be discussing this evening is related to a conditional use application for 895 Schuler Avenue. The request is for a 3-unit residential use at this property. So the conditional use request was to allow occupancy of an existing 1-story colonial-style commercial building as 3 residential dwelling units, and it included 3 variance requests to the Hamilton zoning ordinance. Planning Commission took action and recommended approval of the conditional use request and 2 of the 3 variances, which I will outline sort of as we talk through this further. Property here is outlined in red. This property is located at the corner of Schuler Avenue and Irma Avenue. It has a rear alley. Right across the street there is Allen's Market to help orient you there at 905 that you can see on the screen. This property is zoned B1 neighborhood business, and residential uses in the B1 district are conditional use. So that is why this application was needed for the conversion of this property to residential. Show a few pictures. So while this is a commercial building, it was already divided up into 3 units, though likely, small offices in the past. And you can see here on the front, this has a pretty residential look to the building. So this is the front of the property. The side entrance here, you can see that there are 3 exterior doors into the, 3 different units that already existed in this building. And the rear here, there's about 16 feet between the back of the building and the alley that runs behind it, so not a lot of space. So there are 5 exterior entry doors into this property. What's being proposed are 2 bedroom, 1 bath units, and then one bedroom, 1 bath unit. And this, the application, after planning staff met with the property owner and discussed the project, the number of bedrooms in these units was decreased when we talked through the variance that would be needed as part of this conditional use application. The first of those is related to density. So the amount of square footage per property needed for a dwelling unit, really the size of this lot allows a single residential dwelling unit based on the size of the property. So doing 3 units is one of those variance requests. So we spoke about decreasing the number of bedrooms. If you think about every single, potentially this could be adult roommates, and if there is, 8 bedrooms total in this building as opposed to 5 bedrooms, what's that impact on the neighborhood? And the off-street parking. And the second variance that was needed is off-street parking. So the zoning regulations state that you need 5 off-street parking spaces for 3 apartments. And as you can see, the building takes up almost the entire footprint of this parcel. So there is not physical space available to provide off-street parking. Planning Commission did discuss the possibility of having 1 parking space in the rear here. It would have to be oriented like parallel to the alley. It's not deep enough to turn in headways to the back of the building. The end of a car would be in the alley. So while you could fit 1 car in the back, part of the conditional use requirements are also that there's the trash enclosure is screened, and they would need a variance for the trash enclosure if all of the space back there was taken up with the parking. So given the abundance of on-street parking that is available in this area, staff's, we talked through that, but the conversation with Planning Commission was that staff felt the parking variance request was appropriate given the availability of on-street parking and the fact that this building, even when commercial, wouldn't be able to meet the parking requirements of the Hamilton zone, that the zoning ordinance would dictate, because even if this was 3 office tenants, there would be off-street parking requirements. This building's always been here and it has never had off-street parking. The third variance that came up was related to landscaping. That was because the original proposal had trees planted in the curb lawn here, but after review by Dave Bieneman, the municipal arborist, he pointed out that the curb lawn is actually less than 4 feet wide, and so you're not permitted to plant trees in the curb lawn. So there was a variance request to reduce the number of trees. However, after conversations at Planning Commission with the applicant, the Planning Commission denied the landscape variance request because there is ample room in the front yard and other places on the property to plant trees, and the applicant agreed to meet the zoning requirements elsewhere. They just will not be in the curb lawn because there's not space, and our code per arborist would not allow it. Oops. I think those are the main highlights. I would be happy to answer any questions.
Mr. Mayor,
Please.
what's the square footage of each of those?
Sure, yep. So the first apartment is 1,000 square feet. That's 2-bedroom, 1 bath. There's an apartment that is 730 square feet, which is 1 bedroom, 1 bath, and then an 830 square foot apartment that is 2 bedroom, 1 bath. And all of this would be subject to, even if the conditional use is approved, is subject to our typical building permit process where, the final plans would be through our interdepartmental review, and most importantly, building department would be reviewing that to make sure there's appropriate egress and
Were there renters in there prior to this? When was the last time that renters were in there?
yeah, so it was being occupied, it was being used as a residential building illegally without the necessary conditional use. And when plans were submitted for a permit through the interdepartmental review, that came to the planning department, and that's how it came on our radar. And so then we reached out to the applicant about the need to pursue a conditional use. And so then the building permit has been on hold, subject to necessary zoning approval.
And what made us come up with that there is enough parking in that area for 3 units?
Yeah, so site visits and looking at aerial images of the street. You can look at in past years and sort of how that neighborhood is being used, and also visiting it. And I will also say, as part of the conditional use application, every property owner within 500 feet is notified of what the application is and those variance requests, and we didn't receive a single phone call from any other property owners nearby with concerns.
Please.
Lauren, do you know what the rent pricing might be?
I do not. No.
Mr. Mayor,
Please.
is the parking on the street there? Is that parking all along in front of it
Yes,
there?
and I can go back. I know this map is small, but all along Schuler Avenue and Irma and whatever then is 1 block to the west of Schuler, that's all on-street parking in that area. And the neighborhood, while it is predominantly single-family in this area, the 2 buildings just to the west, so 885 and 875, are both multi-tenant apartment buildings. But they both have off-street parking provided with those, but are buildings that have been multi-tenant for a very, very long time.
And the garage in the photo did not belong to that unit?
No,
building.
that building, I mean, as you can see in that red outline, the building takes up almost the entire footprint of the parcel itself. So again, I think important to note, the conversation at Planning Commission was, while it is a variance request for 5 off-street parking spaces, the reality is, even if a permitted use was going in there that doesn't need a conditional use, they would still be going to BZA for a parking variance, because there is no off-street parking, and most of our commercial uses would require off-street parking. And it's operated that way for a very long time. So that was what Planning Commission took into consideration, I think, in approving that variance request.
Other questions? So say Planning Commission did spend quite a bit of time on this particular item. concerns that you folks all brought up on council were what we also were talking about. This is a unique situation, unique looking building. It was, I thought, very, very well vetted, very, very well discussed by the planning commission. Anybody else?
Okay. Secondly, for me, is a recommendation to dedicate 0.39 acres along Main Street, Western Avenue, Haldeman Avenue, and Cyril Avenue as right-of-way. And this is, like many instances that come before council, this is just sort of a cleanup. This has to do with the realignment of this intersection and all of the work that was done many years ago, but it was, sometimes we were able to highlight in red and call out all of the little areas that are being dedicated as right-of-way. There are so many around all of the edges of this intersection that I couldn't even quite follow it all, but there are very tiny slivers of parcels that exist basically around the sidewalk edges and the points of all of those four corners that currently are just property that is in the city's name. So when we look at those, they show up as like parcels, we would say city-owned property, and really they just need to be dedicated as right-of-way because they are part of the streets and part of the sidewalks all around this intersection. So it's really just clean up, and it's about 0.4 of an acre, but it stretches on every side of this intersection in many, many small little pieces. Are there any questions about that? Okay.
Next up for items 3 and 4, we have a presentation by our Director of Business Services, Ms. Christine Carr.
Good evening, Mayor, members of council. The first item I'm here to discuss is related to the EcoSmart Choice Sustainability Grant. So our request is that we are authorized to submit an application and accept grant funds in the amount of a little over $13,000. So anyone that's not familiar, EcoSmart Choice is a voluntary green pricing program offered through American Municipal Power, of which we're a member. That involves the purchase and retirement of renewable energy credits, or RECs, allowing enrolled customers to offset some or all of their energy usage with green energy. It's a program that's currently offered to commercial customers only. And through the participation in this program, the city becomes eligible for this grant disbursement, which represents our share of the remaining program funds for 2025. And the grant funds must be used for projects that promote balancing environmental, economic, and community interest. Any questions about this one? This will be the third year that we've received these grant funds.
Thank you.
Okay, and the second item here is related to requesting to approve the establishment of a customer first desk receptionist position. And authorizing us to execute a memorandum of agreement with Local 3169. So this would be a union position that falls within the AFSCME Local 3169 bargaining unit. The position will staff the customer first desk, which is the desk right out here in the lobby, and serve as the primary point of contact for residents, community members, businesses, any visitors to One Renaissance Center. Currently, the desk is staffed on a rotating basis by Utilities Customer Service. This position will require fluency in both English and Spanish, and we feel that the creation of this position will improve accessibility for our services, increase our departmental efficiency, and create a better alignment between the job duties and the actual classification of the position. Any questions about this one? All right. Thank you.
And then lastly, for item number 5, I'll cover that presentation. Hello, Mayor, members of council, members of the public. Daniel Tidyman, City Clerk. I've got one quick caucus report for tonight's meeting. This is a new liquor permit application for Casa Nona Piccolo LLC or Piccolo LLC at 241 North 3rd Street. This is a D1, D2, and D3 liquor permit, so it's full service beer, wine, liquor sales, sold on premises to be consumed on premises as well. The applicable departments review this application, so this includes building, fire, health, and police, and there were no objections to this permit. It's written in the recommendation from staff that council does not object to this liquor permit application. Do you have any questions about this item? Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, I'll accept the motion that the committee of the whole be closed.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Councilmember Nab, second by Councilmember Lauer. All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Hearing none, that motion is carried at 7:10. I'll accept the motion that the regular meeting be reconvened.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Councilmember Pullman, second by Councilmember Lauer. Roll call vote on that motion to reconvene the regular meeting.
Moeller?
Yes.
Smallwood?
Yes.
Vaughn?
Yes.
Pullman?
Yes.
Nab?
Yes.
Lauer?
Yes.
Motion adopted, 6-0.
Yeah, I'll accept the motion.
Mr. Mayor,
Councilmember Pullman.
make a motion that with the exception of the items so noted, council receive the reports of the consent agenda and concur on the recommendations.
Second.
Motion by Councilmember Pullman, second by Councilmember Nab. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Hearing none, that motion is carried. Both those last two motions carried at 7:11. Okay, we now go to public hearings, and I'll accept the motion that the regular meeting be recessed and the following public hearings take place.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Councilmember Nab, second by Councilmember Vaughn. All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Hearing none, that motion is also carried at 7:11. Public hearing, agenda item number 6.
Absolutely. And before I get started with that, Mayor, I wanted to mention that I reviewed the binders for all 3 public hearings tonight,
Okay, all of
and nobody has signed
Okay.
these books. I wanted to state that for the record.
That's for 6, 7, and 8.
That's correct, sir.
Thank you.
For agenda item number 6, a public hearing regarding amending, appropriating, and budgeting up to $37,500 for the fiscal year 2021 through 2022 Home Partnerships Investment Program, American Rescue Plan funds.
Okay, anyone in the audience wish to be heard at this public hearing involving fiscal year 2022 Home Partnerships Investment Program, American Rescue Plan funds? Anyone in the audience wish to be heard at this public hearing involving these Home Partnership American Rescue Plan funds? Anyone on council wish to be heard or make a motion at this time?
Mr. Mayor,
Councilmember
I
Nab.
move the public hearing be closed.
Second.
Motion by Councilmember Nab, seconded by Councilmember Pullman. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Hearing none, that particular public hearing is closed at 7:12. The next public hearing, please.
Agenda item number 7, a public hearing regarding approving the City of Hamilton's substantial amendment annual action plan update for fiscal year 2025 through 2026.
Anyone in the audience wish to be heard at this public hearing involving City of Hamilton's substantial amendment to the annual action plan? Anyone in the audience wish to be heard at this public hearing involving City of Hamilton's substantial amendment to the annual action plan update? Hearing none, anyone in the audience anyone on council wish to be heard or wish to make a motion at this time?
Mr. Mayor,
Councilmember Vaughn.
I move that the public hearing be closed.
Second.
Motion by Councilmember Vaughn, second by Councilmember Lauer. All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Hearing none, that motion is also carried, and that's at 7:13. The next public hearing, please.
Agenda item number 8, a public hearing regarding approving amendments to the urban renewal plan of the City of Hamilton, Ohio, City of Hamilton applicant.
Thank you. Anyone in the audience wish to be heard at this public hearing regarding the urban renewal plan of the City of Hamilton? Anyone in the audience wish to be heard at this public hearing involving the urban renewal plan of the City of Hamilton? Anyone on council wish to be heard or make a motion at this time?
Mr. Mayor,
Councilmember Lauer.
I'd like to make a motion that the public hearing be closed.
Second.
Motion by Councilmember Lauer, second by Councilmember Pullman. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none, that motion is carried at 7:14. I'll accept the motion that the regular meeting be reconvened.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made by Councilmember Vaughn, seconded by Councilmember Lauer. Roll call vote on that motion, please.
Moeller,
Yes.
Smallwood,
Yes.
Vaughn,
Yes.
Pullman,
Yes.
Nab,
Yes.
Lauer.
Yes.
Motion adopted, 6-0.
That motion time was accepted at 7:14. We now go to council actions pertaining to legislative items, and now accept the motion.
Mayor,
Councilmember
I
Nab.
move that a note be made upon the minutes that each member of council was furnished a printed copy of each item of legislation prior to its being considered at this meeting.
Second.
Motion by Councilmember Nab, seconded by Councilmember Pullman. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign. Hearing none, that motion is carried at 7:14. We now go into pending legislation. Number 9, agenda item number 9. Second reading of an ordinance involving a new classification titled Hamilton Management and Strategy Fellow.
An ordinance amending and supplementing Schedule D3 of the city's classification compensation plan as set forth in emergency ordinance number EOR 2017-6-75, adopted June 28, 2017, as amended from time to time to establish the new classification titled Hamilton Management and Strategy Fellow, second reading.
Mr. Mayor,
Councilmember Vaughn.
I move the ordinance be adopted.
Second.
Motion by Councilmember Vaughn, second by Councilmember Pullman. Any discussion or comments? I just want to thank the city manager and his team for creating another fellowship in the city. Thank you, Mayor. Anyone else? Hearing none, roll call vote.
Moeller,
Yes.
Smallwood,
Yes.
Vaughn,
Yes.
Pullman,
Yes.
Nab,
Yes.
Lauer.
Yes.
Ordinance adopted, 6-0.
Go to agenda item number 10, second reading of an ordinance involving the Home Partnership Program, American Rescue Plan funds.
An ordinance amending, appropriating, and budgeting up to $37,500 for fiscal year 2021 through 2022 Home Partnerships Investment Program American Rescue Plan funds, second reading.
Mr. Mayor,
Councilmember Pullman.
I make a motion that the ordinance be adopted.
Second.
Motion made by Councilmember Pullman, second by Councilmember Nab. Any discussion on this one? Hearing none, roll call vote.
Moeller,
Yes.
Smallwood,
Yes.
Vaughn,
Yes.
Pullman,
Yes.
Nab,
Yes.
Lauer.
Yes.
Ordinance adopted, 6-0.
Thank you. We go to agenda item number 11, second reading of an ordinance involving a substantial amendment to the annual action plan update.
An ordinance approving the City of Hamilton's substantial amendment annual action plan update for fiscal year 2025 through 2026, delineating the statement of objectives and proposed use of community development block grant funds, and authorizing the submittal of said plan to the United States Department of Housing and Urban Development, the City of Hamilton applicant, to amend, transfer, budget, and appropriate fiscal year 2025 through 2026 CDBG budgets up to $100,000 for public facility improvements, second reading.
Mr. Mayor,
Councilmember Vaughn.
I move the ordinance be adopted.
Second.
Motion by Councilmember Vaughn, second by Councilmember Lauer. Comments on this one? Hearing none, roll call vote.
Moeller,
Yes.
Smallwood,
Yes.
Vaughn,
Yes.
Pullman,
Yes.
Nab,
Yes.
Lauer.
Yes.
Ordinance adopted, 6-0.
We go to new legislation, agenda item number 12. First reading of an ordinance adopting the Street Spark Mural Program as a City of Hamilton Public Arts project and also related other matters involving the Street Spark program.
An ordinance formally approving and adopting the Street Spark Mural Program as a City of Hamilton, Ohio public arts project, appointing the Fitton Center for Creative Arts as the official arts advisor and program manager for the program, and ratifying all past actions related to the installation of previous mural projects. First reading.
Thank you. We go to agenda item number 13. Two readings of an emergency ordinance involving the amendments to the urban renewal plan.
An emergency ordinance approving amendments to the urban renewal plan of the City of Hamilton, Ohio, City of Hamilton applicant, first of two readings.
Mr. Mayor,
Councilmember Pullman.
I'll make a motion that the rules be suspended, said ordinance be read a second time by its title.
Second.
Motion by Councilmember Pullman, second by Councilmember Nab. Roll call vote on that motion, please.
Moeller,
Yes.
Smallwood,
Yes.
Vaughn,
Yes.
Pullman,
Yes.
Nab,
Yes.
Lauer.
Yes.
Motion adopted, 6-0.
Second reading of the emergency ordinance, please.
An emergency ordinance approving amendments to the urban renewal plan of the City of Hamilton, Ohio, City of Hamilton applicant, Second reading.
Mr. Mayor,
Councilmember Pullman.
make a motion the ordinance be adopted.
Second.
Motion by Councilmember Pullman, second by Councilmember Nab. Discussion or comments on this one? Okay, hearing none. Roll call, please.
Moeller.
Yes.
Smallwood.
Yes.
Vaughn.
Yes.
Pullman.
Yes.
Nab.
Yes.
Lauer.
Yes.
Ordinance adopted, 6-0.
Thank you. We go to agenda item number 14, which is a resolution involving the side lot, 435 North 5th Street.
A resolution approving the lease of certain real property located within the City of Hamilton's urban renewal area to an adjoining property owner as a side lot, 435 North 5th Street.
Mr. Mayor,
Councilmember Vaughn.
I move the resolution be adopted.
Second.
Motion by Councilmember Vaughn, second by Councilmember Lauer. Comments or discussion on this one? Hearing none. Roll call.
Moeller.
Yes.
Smallwood.
Yes.
Vaughn.
Yes.
Pullman.
Yes.
Nab.
Yes.
Lauer.
Yes.
Resolution adopted, 6-0.
We go to audience of the city manager.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I'd like to take this opportunity to invite everyone out on April 6th. So Barbecuing for a Better Hamilton, the community cookout series that we began last year, starting again. It's great that we're already at that time of year where we can be outside and enjoy these cookouts. And the first of the year is April 6th. That's at Bailey Square. That'll be starting at 5 p.m. and that'll be in conjunction with the Community Action Committee that's unveiling landscaping and lighting improvements to the Fred Brown Memorial there at Bailey Square. So it's a great event. Welcome and encourage everyone to come out. And we have another 5 or 6 cookouts around the community as well. If you would check out the website, you can get the details on those. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Hey, thank you. Audience of council. Anybody?
Mr. Mayor,
Councilmember Lauer.
I just want to comment on the Street Smart
Yeah.
program. I don't know that there's another mural that is more fitting than the one that they have on Maple Avenue, and I'm very excited about that. As we continue to build around that build within that neighborhood, what a great entryway and something to really spruce up that neighborhood. It's well deserving, and I'm very excited about that as we continue to build on that neighborhood.
Very appropriate because we make things in this city. We've made things in the past. You know, it kind of reminds me of like the Union Terminal a little bit. You know, people working, people making things, and that's our history too. Not just Cincinnati's, it's also our history. So thank you for bringing that up.
Mr. Mayor.
Councilmember Pullman.
Councilmember Nab, you were close.
Councilmember Nab.
I'm receiving a lot of calls on our veterans banners. And people are looking forward to our banners being reinstalled again this year. We'll have over 900 banners throughout the city. Last year we had 634. So the complement of new banners that are being made right now will start to probably be installed next week or the week after. And they'll go out through the middle of April to be installed. We have a dedication ceremony at noon on Armed Forces Day, May the 16th, at Armstead Park. That's the park at the corner of Main and D Street near True West Coffee, to give you a place. The ceremony is open to the public. It's free of charge, of course, but that's where we actually honor all of our banners, the ones that have been installed now for the past 4 years, and those that will be added now this year and things. So we're welcoming everybody to come. But Steve, I really appreciate the mechanism to be able to tell everybody that's listening and viewing tonight on TV Hamilton when exactly the dedication is taking place. And as the banners are installed, then after they're all up, we'll make a template that'll tell you exactly where your loved one's banners are located. So we don't know the first week or two because not all the banners are in place, but after they're all in, we walk the footprint, mark down exactly where the banners are located, and then people can find it on the template that'll be on the City of Hamilton, the Chamber of Commerce, and the Hamilton Community Foundation websites. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilmember Nab. Anyone else?
Mr. Mayor.
Councilmember Pullman.
No problem. You know, back to what Joel said about the mural on Maple Avenue, and I think if people, don't believe that a neighborhood grows when it starts to get better when improvements are made. Look at Meyer Brothers, what's going on. Look at the mural that's going on. Just go down Maple Avenue. City manager, as you've been a police chief, you know how bad it was at one time. And to build back the block, I got that out. And on Ludlow Avenue. I just, I actually took my wife and took a drive up there and said, just look at this, because actually her grandparents grew up on there. And just how much different, things are looking. Go down to East Avenue and look at some of the houses that were put up. This is going to be a good thing for all these neighborhoods. And hopefully this is going to spread out, and that's our hope. And I think it's not really a hope anymore. I think we believe it is definitely going to happen. So it's really nice to see, especially Maple Avenue is just really coming around. So good point on the mural. I love that mural too. That's
Absolutely.
awesome.
Vice Mayor Smolin.
I want to just thank again all of the youth that we had visiting us this evening, as well as congratulating Street Spark for yet another year of beautiful murals that help to make our city even more special and give us that extra personality. I also wanted to share an upcoming event that will be going on this Saturday at the Fitton Center from 9 to 1. It is for families, veterans, in conjunction with not only our Hamilton community, but also our neighboring community of Ross. And it is with the Blue Star Families of Dayton and Southwest Ohio, with the partnership of the Hamilton Community Foundation. So the event is called Nourish the Service, and families can register online. Registration is required. Families will receive fresh food, household items, hygiene products, fire prevention kits from Home Depot, as well as ingredients for an Easter meal. So if that is something that might be of interest, check that out.
Great. Thank you. Anyone else? There's a photo up on the screen right now, and that's a photo of Allie Grunschlager of Crawford Woods Elementary School. She's standing right in front of me, and she led a Down syndrome awareness event at Crawford Woods. She has Down syndrome. I'll tell you what, this young lady is a leader, and she is full of energy like I don't think I've ever seen. In that picture is some real special people. Obviously, all the students are. The Principal Hopkins, All-Star Librarian Renee Smallwood. But I spent about half an hour at the library, and I learned so much about how much we are a community and how much we share Hamilton, Ohio. But Allie, her mother, and her brother, who was standing next to me, they all donated books to the library, but they're books which feature young people who have challenges in their lives, physical challenges, developmental challenges. But it was just really a special moment, and Allie is truly a star in our community, and Crawford Woods is just a tremendous elementary school here in Hamilton. Anything else? Okay, Mr. City Manager, is there going to be a executive session this evening?
Yes, Mr. Mayor, request an executive session to consider the appointment, employment, dismissal, discipline, promotion, demotion, or compensation of a public employee or official.
Okay. Is there a motion to council go into executive session for the stated purpose given by the city manager?
So second.
Motion made by Councilmember Pullman, second by Councilmember Nab. Roll call vote on that, please.
Moeller,
Yes.
Smallwood,
Yes.
Vaughn,
Yes.
Pullman,
Yes.
Nab,
Yes.
Lauer.
Yes.
Motion adopted, 6-0.
Okay, it's 7:27. We're going to go back into executive session. We'll come out of executive session just to adjourn the regular meeting. So thank you all for being here. Thank you, TVA.